Alrighty. Hello.
Hey. I hope it's a fun game.
Yeah, that'd be ideal, right?
Yeah. Tibbs, what is your definition of a fun game? I feel like the two of us will have differing definitions of fun game.
You and me, or you and Tibbs, or both?
Me and Tibbs, probably me and you too. But
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Any Celtics win is a fun game.
Sure.
Doesn't have to be a blowout.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie on the
Don't.
podcast. I'd appreciate it. So Grizzlies was a fun game.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Don't lie on the podcast. Yep. There you go, Tibbs.
Yeah.
Tibbs goes as winning. Yeah.
Good call.
I was gonna say, if you think everyone is fun when you're lying to yourself and you're lying to our audience. Hello, Phil. How we doing?
What up, Phil?
Welcome in.
All right, Jack. That can is gone.
Damn, you did slam that back, huh?
I slam everything back. Well, you get it. You're the same way, right? You drink coffees quick. If they're iced coffees.
I do. No, Phil, JT is available for tonight's game. He will be playing.
JT being out would have been the most fraudulent thing ever.
I bet it was just like he woke up sick, said, "Hey guys, I don't feel good," but like, I can't imagine he was going to play. Oh, RJ. Celtics starting five is as per usual tonight. Sam, do you know the Bucks starting five?
Lillard, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Middleton, and Beasley.
Say that one more time.
Lillard, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Middleton, Malik Beasley.
I believe so, yes. It was up on the board, but it went away. That's why I hesitated.
Yeah.
I thought Beauchamp was there, but it might be Beauchamp over Beasley. Hold up. I thought it was for a sec. But it looks like Beasley is correct. Let me confirm my suspicions right quick. I'm not sure, but I do think it is Beasley over Beauchamp, but we'll see if I'm correct or incorrect on that front once they put it up. Landon fired up. Tibbs says Porzingis needs to pull Lopez away from the basket. See, my thing is, like, how are the Bucks going to defend Porzingis if they couldn't defend Grant Williams? Right, though?
Oh, no.
I mean, seriously, like, are they? Well, I'm just saying, are they going to leave him open? Are they going to, close out harder? Are they going to leave him lane? Like, how are they going to adjust to that? That's my thing.
I can't get enough. Just already trashing him. Respect.
No, not trashing. I'm just curious to see if they'll adjust because the Celtics have new guys in place now. Or like what the adjustments will be, I should say. RJ Duke is still in the cage. He gets out, I think, the first week of December is when he'll be done. Hello, Dad.
Milwaukee, by the way, 23rd best defense.
Not good. Not very good. They've won 5 in a row, though, so they're turning it around a little bit.
Any real wins? They beat anybody that's any good? Let's go to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and see what we got. The Mickey Mouse meter.
Sam always makes me quantify the stats that I have memorized for the show, and then I have to go do other research. It's fucking bum.
Well,
they have beaten.
The Celtics just ripped off 6 straight against
one real win: Chicago, Toronto, Charlotte, Dallas, Washington. So, one.
Celtics couldn't beat Charlotte.
True. Also true. John asking if tonight will be a revenge game. Would be pretty cool. Christian saying how effective we think Tatum is going to look considering he's sick. How do you look during shoot around? I didn't catch a shoot around because I was at press conferences. I feel like Tatum will be fine. I think the sickness is overblown.
A human being, I'll tell you, is when I'm sick and I move around, I feel better. Unless I'm like sick. Tatum can't be sick.
No. I imagine he'll be fine. But, I mean, I guess we'll see in the first few minutes. That's why Joe does not call timeouts. I feel like Joe's been better this year. I think he's been better at calling timeouts. But
I haven't noticed the timeout thing very much. So I'm either used to it or he's made an adjustment. That or the Celtics. Well, no, I would say the Celtics have been on the wrong end of plenty of runs, especially the last week and a half. They've really let some leads slip away. They've tried to lose a couple games. They only succeeded once.
It's true. Saving timeouts for the All-Star game.
What is the All-Star talk in the chat?
Someone earlier said time for the Celtics to pull up threes like it's the All-Star break.
Oh no. It's
Yeah.
true.
Tough one.
They do love a three.
He's been getting timeouts. I think he's been better on timeouts. I do agree. It does look like it will be Beasley over Beauchamp at the starting lineup based on what I'm seeing, yes. And then
Beasley is the new Jrue Holiday.
This is true. He's getting frozen by Tyrese Halliburton.
Literally just stood still.
Such a good fucking video.
Most ridiculous defensive sequence. I can't believe that actually happened. Like, that's what I would look like trying to defend an NBA player.
Yeah, very funny.
Tatum illness tonight, huh? Yeah, all right. It says Judah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. What's up? Hello, Judah. How you doing? Have the Bucks been playing much zone this year? I have no idea. I could not tell you. I'm sorry, RJ. It's
they need to actually ban the zone because it's supposed to be banned with defensive 3 seconds, but it's just a fake ban. Mickey Mouse ban.
Sorry, I'm responding to something. Fist bumps, everybody. Judah's here to keep shit straight.
I do like Judah being like an enforcer in our chat. He does not allow the bullshit.
Is that true?
I think Judah keeps us in check too.
No.
Jonathan says just a bit negative here. In the last 4 games, the Celtics blew a 17-point lead over Philly, 17-point lead over Toronto, 10-point lead over Memphis, and an 18-point lead over Charlotte. And that's enough to make you unhappy. But
yeah, not great.
It is factual. Celtics back. Absolutely all the way back to just being incompetent when they see a nice lead. The Celtics hate a double-digit lead. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it hasn't been great this season. hasn't been a good one. Is that you, Crandy? Don't sleep on the Bucks defense though, because they've been trending the right way the last 5. Where are they at the last 5 games? Or they've won 5 in a row. Again, context is important. They've played some bad teams, but defense, regardless of who you're playing. That said, from the box scores I was looking at, they were letting up a lot of points over the last 5 games. They have the 9th best defense over the last 5 games. So it is certainly trending in the right direction. Over the last 10 games, including some of their earlier games, they are... I'm blind. Where are the Bucks? 15th. So they are slowly climbing. That said, over their last 5 games, they have allowed 109 to the Bulls, 112 to the Raptors, held the Hornets to 99, but their last 2 games, 125 allowed to Dallas and 129 allowed to Washington. So not great there. Timo says we win tonight and I keep my house. That would probably be good. Opposing fan in the chat. Hello, Nick. Thank you for tuning in, but not going to read that on the screen.
I really hope Timo is not homeless.
That'd be unfortunate.
Timo, what you want to do is if the Celtics do have a double-digit lead, shout out to Jonathan. What you do is you take insurance. I made $100 on Monday for $5.
What's your ratio of winning insurance bets versus losing insurance bets?
I don't know exactly, but I'm probably positive all time.
So have you considered that you're the problem?
No, I'm not the problem at all. Why would I be the problem?
Well, I mean, maybe if you didn't bet against them, they'd win.
Bone to pick with LaFrance talking about the Grisha tank, and you see what they did against the Celtics. All they need is Adams and Ja. Yeah, but Adams is out for the season. That's what I'm saying. Ja is going to be a help. But they are so injury-riddled that by the time Ja gets back, and with how competitive the West is, they might be cooked as it is. And then you can have both those guys next season and have a good role player come in. With the new CBA, those draft picks are so valuable because they don't have to pay these guys for the first 4 years.
The Grizzlies shouldn't tank. That's my take. That's all I got for you. If I
was a fan of the Grizzlies, I would want them to tank.
Nah, I think...
If you were a Grizzlies fan, you would not want the team to tank?
maybe like the really niche fans, but I don't think they should like. What's the tank like? To what ends? Tank to what degree? What are you suggesting?
If I was a Grizzlies fan, I would root for the team to lose games.
No, not with how tight the West is. Not with how much talent they have on the roster. Not
With
with
how
the guys
tight
they
the
have
West
coming
is,
back
they've
from
already
injury.
fallen behind. Like the tightness of the
Grizzlies,
West is a reason why, like, if you're a Grizzlies fan, you should want to tank.
they're 3 games out of the play-in and 5 games out of a playoff spot with 60 games to go, 70 games to go.
Oh, they got, what are they, 3 and how many games they played?
13, 14.
So they got 12 more, 11 more without Ja.
Yeah.
I just think that's a tough ask.
I'm not
there's just
saying
so many good teams in the West.
the NBA is far more complicated than if you are bad, if you are not going to be a top contender, go for the lottery. If you're not going to be a lottery team, like you know what I'm saying, it's not championship or first pick. Like there's a middle ground, and if you're the Grizzlies, you know the talent you have. I don't think you should intentionally tank. Like again, to what end? Like what is your intentionally tank? I don't think the Grizzlies are going to win a title this
Don't
year, but I
ask me
think they
what
can
my
get
tanking
back.
strategy is. I'm not the GM. I'm just saying if I was a fan, I would want the team to lose.
Okay. Jack, do you have a parlay on tonight's game? I do actually. I have. I do. I've got. Let's see. Yeah, Sam's gonna go back on it.
Shout out
Let's see.
Jared.
My parlay tonight. I'll tell you what I've got. I've got Tatum over 24.5. Don't care that he's sick. 24.5 points. Jrue over 4.5 rebounds and over 4.5 assists. Jaylen Brown over 2.5 assists. Derek White and Porzingis both over 1.5 threes. It's plus 1,100 odds. That's what I got. Let's see. So many top picks being teenagers. There could impact 1 year turnaround potentially. Let's see. Jesus, Sam's. Yeah, right.
Jackin says losing breeds more losing. Look at Philly. Fact, but also losing for 1 season might not do that. I'm not saying like if I don't have a tanking plan. All I'm saying is if I was a fan, I want them to lose. Look at how it benefited the Spurs when they got Tim Duncan. They were bad for 1 year because David Robinson got hurt, and then they literally won a championship the year after or 2 years after.
Sure, but it also doesn't work sometimes.
Tim Duncan's
at that
also
point, you're wasting his. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, then you're wasting an entire season where you could be like developing some of your guys and like still giving your fan base a good product on the floor.
Listen, I'm not saying don't play the guys. I'm just saying you should root for the team to lose. I am not a GM. I don't have a plan for tanking. I just don't.
So if the Celtics were bad, you'd root for them to lose games.
In what sense? Like what do you mean?
Like let's say
what has happened that they are bad?
Let's just say they are a bad team. Let's say when they reset this whole thing, are you going to root for them to lose games?
Yeah, probably, unless they have something already.
See, I don't believe that. I think you're going to sit here and still root for the Celtics. You might hope by the end of the season they're bad, but game to game, you're not going to be cheering the other team. I don't believe that.
Well, I think in the grand scheme, you root for losses every day, but when once the ball tips, you're like, go Celtics. I think that's how it works for any fan of a tanking team.
All right. What was I looking up before
game?
Let's see. Yes, I was going to answer Judah here. Tatum is playing tonight. Judah, he will be in the starting lineup. Don't worry about it. He will be playing. Let's see.
Tatum is sick of losing. It's one game.
You lose 1 game in a row. Right?
1 loss.
Yeah. Best things, Sam. What's yours? Well, Sam hates everything, so don't ask him.
No, I don't hate everything. I don't know, man. It just depends what you like qualify. Like if I had to pick one, I would say I like mac and cheese a lot, but not everyone does mac and cheese. Like growing up, I didn't have mac and cheese at Thanksgiving, but mac and cheese was one of my favorite foods as a kid. Cornbread's a good one. So if you have good mashed, good broccoli, I'm not a stuffing guy though. Stay tuned.
Or a gravy guy, which is crazy.
Liam says Celtics are a team that loves winning, but do they hate losing? The Celtics actually might hate winning. I don't know, Liam, if you watched the last 4 games, but they pissed away 4 double-digit leads, as Jonathan cited earlier in the chat.
Yeah, not great. Not great at all. I'm not worried. I think they're fine. I think the point I'll keep bringing up is this: if they had this stretch last year, they'd have gone like 2-3 instead of 4-1. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
so
I agree. I think they've made progress
there.
But I low-key think they're also, like, they made progress in, like, this year's sense. Like, they progressively just got worse. Like, they tried harder every single one of those games to lose it, and it finally got them. Like, the Philly game, they put up a great fight in the fourth quarter. Derek White plays well. Then they have that Toronto game, and they nearly lose it because they were just kind of careless, but they executed on some nice post-ups. Then Memphis, Jrue Holiday does the drive, and they miss, and Memphis has a chance to win the game. And then they just had the meltdown in Charlotte. Jrue Holiday missing free throws, Tatum missing layups, Jalen not passing to an open Kristaps. It goes on and on, not being able to get a stop, not rebounding. Like they went all in Charlotte.
Yeah, tough. Jar Jar saying Kristaps over 20 points. See, this goes back to how are the Bucks going to defend him, because I think he could easily score 20 if they defend him in certain ways. I think Kristaps will be playing a lot around the perimeter tonight, but it just depends on if his shot's falling, because he was open in Charlotte and he didn't shoot the ball very well. So
I think this is a good question, though, or like it makes me think, who is it going to be that the Bucks are going to live with today, Jack? Because they don't have the fellas to
I'm curious to see if they change the defensive scheme a little bit without Bud in there. Like maybe they don't play as much in the deep drop, although that is what Brook Lopez has been great at.
Maybe under Adrian Griffin, they just don't play defense at all. They don't play any defense.
Also true. My question is, who the fuck is Dame going to guard?
One of the guards.
Yeah, but who? Because if it's whoever it is getting 20, right? If it's Jrue Holiday, Holiday's going to post him up, and if it's Derek White, he's going to drive past him for a floater.
I think it's Derek White.
I agree, but then I think he'll either be open at the three-point line a lot, or they'll go to him in the offense. And past that, I think the Celtics are going to do everything they can to get Jason Tatum switched on to Dame. You just run a screen and get him switched on, and you're done. Like, you're cooked.
I'm not
anybody outside of
the Derek White legacy game.
Anything outside of Derek White, I think it's just a post-up. Another thing to look at, who does Jrue Holiday guard? And I have my answer. Giannis.
Yeah, I think you can afford to put him on Giannis. One, I think of the starters, as funny as it sounds, Jrue Holiday is the most expendable in terms of foul trouble.
Well, I just think he's been guarding big guys all season. Like, that's what they've been doing. That's how they defended.
And I'm sure he's had plenty of practice covering Giannis.
Also true. We'll see.
Tim says Jrue Holiday has all the Bucks secrets, maybe.
Also true. Also possible. What's up? What up with KP's 3-point shot? He was looking like early season Pritchard. Yeah, I think just a couple of slump games. I wouldn't be worried about it. Shooters go through slumps. Players go through cold spells. Is what it is. John saying, I'm in on mac and cheese and sweet potato casserole. Both good. Both solid. Good options. I'm trying to think of side dishes. I like mashed potatoes and gravy. I like Brussels sprouts, actually. Broccoli's better, but Brussels sprouts is more like Thanksgiving, at least in my family. Something that just came on the Jumbotron was something sponsored by Zenny, and I just wanted the chat's thoughts on Sam Cassell having his own commercial.
The hell's
Have you seen that?
I think I have seen it, but like I haven't really like paid attention.
Zenny is the brand that is. It's like eyewear glasses.
Oh, okay.
And
you
that
should
is
get one.
Sales commercial. Get what?
Sponsored
glasses from Zenny? I don't know if that's how it works. I think they're covered.
Just ask them. Be like, hey.
RJ saying jiggly or like fancy sauce. The canned cranberry sauce is always better, but both are meh, in my opinion.
Chad, I might get jailed for this. I contend that we should have wings on Thanksgiving. Like it should be part of it. Thoughts? Speaking of great desserts, let's see which one would I like
Yeah.
to have. I have them all. What is this? We get the cinnamon. The greatest flavor of all time. Impopnito. Impopnito, great Thanksgiving dessert.
W. Love Incognito. I'm good with Sand having a spot. Man has a ring with Boston. This is true. Tim says he's hyped for the game. It's going to be a good one. Tatum just came onto the floor for warm up, so he'll be chilling. Bucks not out here yet, but assume they will be there soon.
Running from the ground.
Judah saying probably in his deal to have a commercial. Imagine.
Maybe.
Archer saying wants to see Dame guarding Pritchard. You don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. Big test.
How funny would it be if Pritchard just cooked him? Pritchard actively hunts Dame.
I believe it. I bet they'll hunt him all night. How loud is the crowd? I have my headphones on. It is filling up pretty quickly. Nothing's happened for them to get like super amped yet, but I mean outside of them coming out of the tunnel. Hello.
Earn our respect.
Yes.
This might be a Garden Legacy game. Fans
RJ makes a good point. Gonna be a minute. Not getting a right away tip off. Sorry,
15
fellas.
minutes.
Yeah. It says 13 minutes still on the clock, but we'll see what happens. Well, it's 13 minutes plus the lineups, plus the anthem, plus the blah, blah, blah.
I hate ESPN, actually. Like, I actually hate them.
Wonder if Tatum Brown don't remember they wanted to be on all defensive team this year. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if they'll be.
That's a great comment. Everybody's all talk until they actually have to play defense.
Yeah, I bet it'll be. I bet Jrue will get it. I bet Derek will get it. KP maybe, but
Kristaps might get it with all the blocks, dude.
That's what I'm saying. He's been great this year.
Porzingis is kind of funny. Why are all the Milwaukee people on Facebook? Do we need to take down the Facebook stream? I'm curious. The funny thing about Kristaps is like he either gets all the blocks or he like goes a couple games without some blocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, he's averaging 1.9 this season. Pretty good.
Timo says
pretty good. He's also playing.
Would you rather win tonight or the in-season tournament game Friday? Jack and I are biased on this one.
No, I'm not. I'd rather win tonight.
You'd rather they win tonight? I kind of would rather they win Friday because Jack and I have tickets to the semifinal. So,
well, yeah, but they still have a chance to get through if they lose Friday.
Yeah,
Bucks are coming out. Can you hear?
Oh, they're getting booed? Good. I hope Dame gets vociferous boos tonight. Fuck him, that loser.
Gets what?
Mark says, brace yourselves for Doris bias commentaries. Just watch the local game. Like, watch the local stream. And I guess I can't be like, watch League Pass because not everyone has League Pass. But
I don't think it's on local tonight. Is it? Is it just ESPN or is local?
Oh, it better be local tonight. I'll be ripshit pissed if it's not local. Probably.
I'll look it up. You,
might just ruin my day.
I don't know. Oh, I just know sometimes that it's not. So I can tell you briefly, or I can tell you shortly if it is on local. But
Tim says if they win Friday, Derek White gets a Evo in 2K. Is that like? Well, I haven't played 2K.
Why?
But is that a like confirmed thing? Like, did they say that? How does that work? I'm curious.
Like it is on FVC. Okay. So you're good. Don't worry about it.
Judas says Giannis is gonna pummel the Celtics tonight. He's been playing upset after those texts the other day. Yeah, the texts have been outrageous this year.
They've been bad. Kristaps got a lot.
They're giving texts for everything except flopping, which they said they were gonna do.
Yeah. Giannis, the last 5 games. Or let me go more because I know he had 50 something against the Pacers. Since the text, he's had 54, 35, 35, 16, 40, 42, and the 16 was because they beat Chicago by 31, and he was pulled after 28 minutes.
I still can't believe like all the stores in Ireland had Bulls jerseys. You just go get a Zach LaVine jersey.
That's Michael Jordan for you, baby. That's all it is. Everyone complains about national broadcasters dissing their team. It's a universal complaint.
That's why you just don't watch the national broadcast.
Yeah,
I will say this. My biggest national broadcast complaint is Brian Anderson. I would actually never want to listen to him ever because he sucks.
I don't get the hatred. He's not the best. I don't think he's bad.
It's just flat. He doesn't add anything. You know how many people want that job that could like actually contribute and benefit the listener?
Timo says the local broadcast was hyping up this game as they were blowing the lead to Charlotte on Monday. That was funny. It was kind of funny. They're just like, yeah, big game against Milwaukee and Jason Tatum.
game.
Let's say we're back. Yeah, they were really not focused. You guys think Hauser gonna have a big night if the Bucks don't defend 3-point shooters? Then yeah, yeah, it was rough. Carries to the last flop fine on the third. Yeah, they haven't really been up to date with that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't care about the flops. It's kind of dumb in my opinion.
Just do it or don't. I think there's too many flops to really enforce this, and it's a problem.
Sure.
I did see, I think it was Jared Weiss tweeted a video of Embiid going strong to the basket and then just bumping into someone's chest and throwing a shot up, and he was like, they need to stop rewarding this. And I was like,
Dean Wade. I remember that. Yeah, I saw that too. Basically, there's one player. The one player from each team, if they win the IST, they get better stats and are evolvable. So I'm keen for my Derek White to get better. Oh,
okay.
Gotcha. So, like, sure. NBA is slower to find. The Celtics are to update their webpage, and that's bad. Yeah. Not great. Not great there. Looking at this box score, Bucks bench doesn't move me. It's very
sucks.
Yeah.
Time for one of them to have like 25, by the way.
Campaign, Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton, Marjon Beauchamp. Portis good. AJ Green also on the Bucks. I will say about AJ Green, watching him warm up, that motherfucker don't miss. like as much as it just is open shots, like that dude can shoot. Like looking at his form, looking at the way he shoots, he is a bucket. He'll be playing regular minutes for them sooner rather than later, in my opinion. Andre Jackson, UConn guy, also in Milwaukee, also here.
Oh yeah, he was one of our draft preview guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. One of them. That he was.
We were on it. We had Strother, Jaime Jaquez. We knew ball. We were on it for the draft.
We try. It's partially our job. Brace yourselves. Giannis uncalled travel fouls.
This shouldn't matter.
You ready? I
Like,
can't imagine Jrue is cool and relaxed tonight. I feel like he'll have some juice.
That man's going to be pressing, dude. You're going to see the it's like when Jordan Poole sees the hot chicks and it's the dribble. How funny would it be if Jrue Holiday
everyone, Jimmy J. Nemish Keita's not for this game though. He's in Maine. He's a G League.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not hurt. It's going to be like, you know that story of like Kobe playing Spain World Cup or Olympics or whatever, and he just goes right through Pau Gasol's chest. Just like beats the shit out of him. That's what Drew's gonna do to Giannis tonight. He's gonna be like, yeah, we're not teammates anymore. Anyways, we can wrap it there. Anything you want to say before we get on out of here?
Pod tomorrow. Be there.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Listen to the pod if you can. 5 a.m. drop tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. We appreciate you.
Which Jack and I forget to wish you happy Thanksgiving on the pod.
Editing Jack will throw it in there. Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to How About Them Celtics. We appreciate you, and I will let y'all. I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving.